afternoon, guys. It feels like it has been forever since I've been able to make a video and just get out and enjoy some pretty weather. I hope that you and your family are safe and that you've been able to get out and have a little bit of fun. It is Friday afternoon and I'm leaving a little bit later than I would like, but I am on my way towards North Carolina to meet up with some friends. They left a little bit ahead of me, and apparently all of the campsites are full. So we're on the way to North Carolina, but I don't know where we're going to end up. It doesn't matter. The weather is perfect. It's completely clear, no clouds at all, and the Weather Channel says the temperature may get into the upper 50s or the low 60s, which could not be any better for camping. That is absolutely perfect. So, it doesn't matter where we end up, we're going to go camping, we're going to have a good time, and I'm definitely looking forward to it. So, as we go a bit further and we know what's going on, I'll give you guys an update.
But I'm back in the race again. It might not look pretty, but I got this in the bag. I take the keys to the city, and I'm never gonna give them back. I was made for this.
After 3 hours on the road, finding an empty campsite was a welcome relief. I backed up, pulled in, and determined it would be kind of tight to fit 2 vehicles, but the Go Fast campers on both of our rigs opened straight up, so we could probably make it work.
It's like I'm playing with house money, and everybody knows it, baby. I got it in my soul. Yeah, hard work looks easy when everything.
After shooting off a quick text to our friends via the Garmin InReach, I started second guessing this site. The bugs were horrendous, and there was a campsite not too far away with a screaming kid. After walking around another couple minutes and seeing all the stagnant water back in the woods, I decided to keep going.
3 hours later.
Good evening, guys. We're finally at camp. It is not the camp we are going for, or any of the other camps that we expected to be at. In fact, earlier in the day, probably like 3 hours ago, I already passed this camp. So, it's been a long day. Shannon and Wade were ahead of me and scouted out a bunch of areas they had heard about for some camping, and then I went and scouted a few areas, including here, and basically everything is full. Every campsite down this road, other than this one, the entire lake that we were looking at camping on was full. Every campsite. There's supposedly over 50 dispersed camping sites, and every one of them was full. We tried all over. Since I filled up with gas in the last town, I put over 100 miles just up here on the Chehalis Skyway and looking all over for campsites. So, it is now, let's see, almost 11 o'clock at night, and we're here. We're set up. Man, I am so glad to have this camper, because I can just pop the top, throw my pillow and sleeping bag in there, and go to bed. We're exhausted, so I will give you guys a tour of our little campsite in the morning. I don't suspect we're going to be here super long, though. There's a little mud pit just past the picnic table, and it's quite the bug breeding ground. So I don't think we'll be sticking around for too long. But anyways, I'm going to get some sleep, and I will see you guys in the morning.
Good morning, everyone. We got a pretty decent night's sleep. Unfortunately, as usual, I woke up about 5:45. But I enjoyed laying in bed, listening to the woodpeckers and all the other thousands of birds singing their morning calls. It was a nice, relaxing way to wake up. So I'm glad I was able to get some sleep. Glad we got a decent campsite, and it's been quiet. No cars driving by, no nothing. I took the drone up for a few minutes, and it's always staggering when you get a little bit of altitude just how pretty the mountains are around here. Makes me wish I had my actual pilot's license. I grew up flying with my grandfather in a Cessna 172, and I miss that high altitude. I don't know, something I'm considering doing, going ahead and getting my license. But anyways, I'm gonna make some breakfast, and as you've come to expect, well, I can't juggle apparently, oatmeal. It's fast and simple and easy, so I'm gonna make some oatmeal, and then we'll take a look around camp, and I will show you guys the other Go Fast camper we're camping with. So anyways, let me get some breakfast going, and I'll talk to you in a bit. Alright, so change of plans. Looks like I'm not doing oatmeal because Shannon and Wade, in their awesome GFC over here, are making breakfast.
You can get breakfast without me in it. How's that?
Check this out. Now that is how you're supposed to do it. Full slide out. Plus, they also have a gadget. I get it. After breakfast, we quickly packed up our Go Fast campers and set out for a day of adventure. We knew we had a spot we could come back to if we needed it, but we really thought we could do better. We also needed to stop and get some gas because with all the wandering around, the Gladiator was down below a quarter tank. So it was off to Tellico to go find some gas and see what we found along the way. Knowing that we had a little extra fuel in my 5-gallon jerry can, we decided we could take a moment and run up to Wiggs Meadow. It's a beautiful overlook, a short hike from the parking lot, and on our way up we met up with another Go Fast camper. Rodney from North Carolina, super awesome to meet you, and hopefully we will get a camp out here real soon. From there, we decided we were going to go ahead and make our way out to Tellico.
I got no worries, got me, no. I got no problems I can see, no. I got this feeling over me like I got no worries, no. I got no worries, no.
So we, as you can tell, we got the awnings all set up. We're sitting here enjoying the view. And every time I walked into the sun, I kept thinking how much warmer it is than in the shade. So I decided to do a little test. I've got these little sensors. They're just Bluetooth powered temperature humidity sensors. And I put one of them inside here in the shade and one out there on the little table in the sun. Okay, there is a 13-degree difference underneath the shade versus in the sun. So for those of you that are thinking, I don't really need an awning, you know, would I really use it? I don't camp in the rain. It's not just the rain you have to worry about. We got here, it was hot and buggy. We put a couple thermocells out on the little, they use the REI table. I've got the mountaineering one, Alps Mountaineering, and they set up the exact same. They use the same type poles. The hinges are the same. They're probably made in the same factory. So I can show you more of that later if people are interested. But the big thing is we put out thermocells. So this new style as well as this USB one that recharges, and then over there is a regular, the classic style. Between the thermocells and the shade, and now a little fire with some smoke, we have no bugs. There's a 13-degree difference between the sun and in here, and now there's smoke in my eyeballs. It's comfortable. It's actually really, really nice. So I think we're just gonna sit here and enjoy, and then maybe make some burgers on the fire.
Standing on the edge of something beautiful, under the colors of a burning sky. You give me a feeling so unusual, like I'm crashing as our worlds collide. I can feel it in my fingers, in my fingers. I can see that shine every minute that it lingers, that it lingers. Yeah, it takes me higher. I see a million different colors, a million colors right before my eyes. Make this world a canvas, paint the sky with light. Paint the sky with light. In this moment, anything is possible. Tracing the satellites through the universe. Yeah. The moon will guide us anywhere you wanna go, as we find ourselves here on Earth. I can feel it in my fingers, in my fingers. I can see that shine every minute that it lingers, that it lingers. Yeah, it takes me higher. I see a million different colors, a million colors right before my eyes. Make this world a canvas.
Okay, so there's been a lot of gratuitous drone footage, but I mean, it's really pretty, right? I don't know. I just haven't had a chance to take the drone up and explore the mountains around here, so I figure why not? Plus, it kind of looks like we're in Jurassic Park or something. Well guys, after an incredible dinner, we are hanging out inside of our campers. There's the other GFC, and just watching the sun go down. We were measuring on Google Maps, and looks like we can see, even as hazy as it is, about 50 to 60 miles. Absolutely gorgeous. So we're gonna sit here, enjoy a really pretty sunset, and then probably go sit by the fire for a little bit. But I've got a camera running on top. We'll see if the video turns out good. If you see it, it turned out good.
Standing on the edge of something beautiful, under the colors of a burning sky.
Good morning, guys. I've got coffee. I'm slowly waking up. It's about 8 o'clock, and it is beautiful. Sky is nice and blue, and the breeze was blowing all night. Not too bad. Enough that I got up to adjust the awning, tighten up some of the poles a little bit. But other than that, and the random vehicles showing up at 2 and 3 a.m. in the morning, shining their lights on our campsite, it was a perfect evening. Left the big door open on the GFC, enjoyed the breeze, and woke up just in time to see a little bit of the sunrise colors. So we're gonna work on some breakfast, get all of our thermocells kicked on, see if we can get rid of a few of these bugs, and then take it slow. We're in no hurry today, so take it slow and enjoy a beautiful day. The hill coming down from this campsite is pretty steep and long, so we decided to put the trucks in 4 low and let the engine do the braking.
Well, I'm not sure I'm ready to leave, but you know, the real world calls and it's already 1:15. It's gonna be a few hours before I can get home. I'm following Shannon and Wade out, and if you haven't seen it yet, here real soon there should be a full walk around of their Gladiator and GFC. So for those interested in a different perspective and a different vehicle build, I'll have that up on the channel soon. Other than that, we're in 4 low, just crawling down this 12% grade hill and working our way back out to main roads. So, like I said, I'm not ready to leave. It's been an incredible weekend, but the world turns and we must go on.
Thanks for joining us on this little adventure. Tune in next week to see a full rig walk around of that really awesome Gladiator. We'll go over everything they have set up and what changes are coming up next.